Not long ago, the market crashed, but it looks like the story is turned upside down today. Shiba Inu is getting better. Analysts are dropping their alerts. There are people from all over the community working together. Not long ago, about 4.6 million went away, but there's a big thing coming. President Trump stepped in to stop the harm. A new source of funds has been announced. What's going on? What does it all mean? What in the world am I on about? Okay, let me explain. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. It looks like Shiba Inu will have an interesting day today. Even more so after the big drop we saw 2 days ago. Already, the price has begun to rise again. And it's a relief for everybody who was watching. The fact that things are getting better is a good sign for the future. One Twitter expert got the vibe just right when he wrote, "Another Shiba Inu fall is almost gone. It's time to go to new heights." It says everything that needs to be said. It looks like Shiba Inu is getting ready to make an additional effort up after the dip. We feel like we're seeing a new beginning. And if things keep going this way, things could get really exciting soon. But here's the issue. People are interested in more than just the price jump. It's also crazy how many there are. Analysts say that the number of Shiba Inu coming in has been through the roof. Switch Inu has gone up 6% in the past 24 hours. Now this is where things get interesting. Large buyer imports have gone through the roof, rising by an amazing 553%. This means that plenty of money is going into the names of big whales, which are people who own a lot of coins. From 1.27 trillion Shiba Inu to 6.51 trillion Shiba Inu, this is how much money came in, according to figures from Into the Block. This kind of increase in whale activity indicates that some big players are buying Shiba Inu. They are likely hoping that the drop will be a good time to buy in before conditions pick up again, since the recent drop in the crypto market has affected. People use Shiba Inu as a joke. It's possible that whales' quick interest is a sign that they're getting ready for the next rise. As more whales get involved and the cost starts to rise again, the next few days could be very interesting for Shiba Inu. But you might be thinking, what's going on here? What's going on with everything? What made Shiba Inu get better so quickly? We can start to understand it better if we step back and inspect the bigger picture. As it turns out, Bitcoin is also doing something very similar. Bitcoin has also made a strong comeback, moving back up toward the 119,000 mark. There was a big sell-off because of fear, and the marketplace took a big hit. Now, though, it looks like the push to go down is easing off and things are beginning to level off. As both Shiba Inu and Bitcoin begin to get better, it looks like the market is getting over its fears and regaining its balance. What's really making this turnaround happen? It looks like not only did the market crash stop, but there's also good news about tariffs. Today it was reported that Trump's tariffs have been put on hold, at least for now. Trump has asked for a national wealth fund to be set up so that it can hold coins like Bitcoin in the future. The crypto market is going through a huge change. Bitcoin's price quickly went back up and crossed back above the $118,000 mark after Trump signed an order to begin setting it up. A White House press release says that Trump has given the Treasury and Commerce Departments 90 days to come up with a plan for the fund. The Secretary of Commerce, the Secretary of the Treasury, and other important government officials will work together to make this plan. It will focus on describing the fund's economic benefits, investment approaches, and control structure. Our goal is to make the U.S. economy more competitive over the long term while keeping the budget stable. The fund might even help lower taxes for people in the U.S., make the country more secure economically, and boost its place on the world stage. Why is this such a big deal for Shiba Inu? In this case, the fact that this national wealth fund could keep cryptocurrencies means that they will become more widely used in the future. Shiba Inu are becoming more useful and well-known in the market, so it's possible that they could be added to such a fund in the future. Since Shiba Inu is still getting known, It might end up in the mix, particularly since more big investors and institutions want to get into crypto. It's important to keep an eye on this because it could have significant impacts on Shiba Inu's future. The ongoing work of the Shiba Inu Society, especially with the token burns, is another thing that is helping this comeback. There has been a clear rise in the number of Shiba Inu being burned lately. In fact, the group made a lot of progress in cutting down on the supply in just the last 24 hours. A tweet from not long ago said that more than 4.6 million Shiba Inu were sent to wallets that could not be spent. This is a huge increase in the burn rate. It's better than 5 times what it was before. This type of burning is important because it lowers the total number of Shiba Inu that are available. This can help make them more scarce, which could raise their value over time. Now I fully understand why Shiba Inu is beginning to get better. The downturn we saw was only a short-term problem. It was just the way the market naturally rises and falls. In the global space of crypto, these kinds of ups and downs are completely normal. The market can be hard to predict at times, but what we're observing now is just the marketplace settling down and finding its balance again. The good news is that Shiba Inu is still strong and moving forward, even though there have been some setbacks. It gets even more exciting now. One expert has said that the latest crash might not have been completely natural. They thought it might have been a bit of market influence to make people scared and panicked so that the bigger players could get ready for the next move better. This expert thinks that the goal may have been to scare everyone in the market so that big news that would be good for the market could come along. He even said that he thinks big crypto-related developments could be coming this week that will be good for prices. This drop in price was part of the plan to get things ready for that news. No doubt it's an interesting idea. If something major does fall in the next few days, the market could really start to move up. At this point, it's clear that Shiba Inu won't die after these latest crashes. A lot of experts are suggesting that this might be a great time to buy these stocks. The future is still good for long-term buyers, and things look good for Shiba Inu. An interesting guess was made by an expert about what the price might be like if Shiba Inu's capitalization reaches a certain level. The Crypto Basic team says that the price of Shiba Inu could go up a lot if its market cap reached $150 billion. Shiba Inu is selling a little lower than it was last week and month, but if the market cap grows by more than 1,500%, the price of Shiba Inu could go up by a huge amount, about 1/4 of a cent. This would be a very big thing. The estimate is based on the idea that the number of coins in circulation will stay the same at 589 trillion. From a bigger picture point of view, Shiba Inu's value could still go up a lot, even with the new developments. Long term, this kind of progress would be big for people who own Shiba Inu, and it has something to do with the strong comeback we're seeing now. If Shiba Inu keeps getting better and more useful, and more investors come in, this prediction might come true in the end. Lucy, a very important Shiba Inu soldier, said it best in her tweet. "We should always keep our eyes on our targets and not let the bad things get to us. Ignore the noise and keep your mind on your goals," as she said so well. It's simple to get caught up in the chaos and fear when the market goes up and down like this. But what counts most is sticking to the long-term plan. Shiba Inu has had some bad times, but things are getting better and the group is still moving forward. We might see Shiba Inu continue to expand and reach new goals if everyone maintains their eyes on the larger context and thinks about the long-term possibilities. As Lucy rightly put it, it's all about blocking out the noise and keeping your mind on what's ahead. With the goals of the Shiba Inu Society in mind, there is still a lot of hope for the future. But what do you think about this? Leave a comment below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.